In this video, I'm going to share with you what I consider to be the easiest, most profitable, and the fastest way to get a real estate wholesaling business up and running, a business that you enjoy, a business that you can run from anywhere. All you need is your laptop and your mobile device. And that's what we're going to be covering here. And I've got this really fancy diagram here that I'm going to share with you. Don't worry, it's not that complicated. And we're going to go ahead and get right into it right now. This business is one that is predicated on warm incoming leads. Because for a lot of you, you might be stuck doing a lot of these old school strategies, or maybe this is what you've been taught with regards to going out and reaching out to real estate agents to try to get deals, or maybe reaching out to, doing cold calling and spending hours and hours on the phone, miserable, because you're dealing with people that never wanted to hear from you. They're wanting to know, like, how'd you get their number? Who are you? They think you're a scam, because there's so many people calling nowadays that are a scam. And what we're going to be doing is actually doing online marketing, getting our leads from TikTok, from Facebook and Instagram, and from Google. And the most important thing about this here is that we are not going to be hiring an agency to do any of this stuff, because that's going to increase the cost associated with running this business. So there is no agency, as I write it down here, no agency, no buying leads. We're going to be running ads ourselves, because that's going to give us the cheapest cost per lead and the most control, and that's what we want. Now, I'm going to give you an example of how this would work in Facebook and Instagram, but we also do this on TikTok, and we also do this with Google. Now, if you're brand new starting out, I would recommend you start with either Facebook ads, or you can also start with TikTok ads. And Google ads is generally more expensive to run, so you need a higher budget. With Facebook ads, you can get started with as little as $20 a day. Now, when we do our targeting for this ultimate real estate business, we're going to be targeting the entire US of A. And that's because when we do this, not only are we going to have a generally low cost per lead, I have here, it says CPL. CPL means cost per lead. We're going to pay a much smaller amount of money for our leads than if we were to target a very small specific area. And the difference on this is that we are generally getting leads for $25 to $30 versus if we were running this in a very small localized area, then we'd be paying upwards of $100 to upwards of $250 for the same lead. So by targeting a larger area, a larger geography, now we're able to get leads at a much more affordable cost. Now, when we advertise on Facebook specifically, we're running ads that look like this. This is exactly how our ads look like. The images, these are very simple images. In fact, you can either do these yourself or use a program. You can easily create this in a program, in a software called Canva. Canva.com is where these are made. Very easy. Even if you lack any technical skills, you can get it done. However, if you wanted us and our team to set this up for you, which we can do, go ahead and click the link in the description. We would set all this up for you and even give you all the videos. So these are the type of ads we run. This is the type of messaging that we have in the platform, which is advertising to property owners, letting them know that there's a solution for them if they wanted to sell the property without a real estate agent. And these are some of the headlines that we would use when doing these sort of ads. Now, the customer will see this ad as they're browsing through Facebook, and then they will go ahead and, just to give you an idea, before we get into that, you might be wondering, how much does it cost in order to get these ads up and running? So I just wanted to show you here. If you look at this here is our cost per lead, and you can see that it's relatively inexpensive. Right here, we have leads that are on average of $22.47 a lead, which is a very, very good cost per lead. Now, again, especially if you're brand new in the business, you don't want to be paying for $100 or $200 leads, because you're going to end up you don't have that skill and the knowledge to be able to handle that. It's as if like I was teaching my daughter how to drive, and I gave her a Formula One race car in order to drive. She's going to crash. The same thing with you. You're going to crash with those $100 leads. You need cheap leads in order to get started. Now, if you wanted to, if you're experienced and you're watching this, you could narrow down the geographic area. So you could include maybe your local market along with a few other markets and the cost per lead will increase slightly, but you will be dealing with a higher quality lead, right? Just by narrowing down. But again, if you're brand new in the business, you want to start off low. Now, just want to make sure that you understand that when we're doing this business in this way, everything that we're doing is 100% virtual. We are never physically inspecting any of these properties, personally meeting with any of these property owners, or anything of the sorts. Everything is being run from our laptop and from our cell phone. Those are the only two tools that we need. All right, so I want to make sure that you are aware of that. Now, so we have the ads that run, and then the next phase, so as you can see here, these are some examples of some campaigns. If you notice here, this one here, the one that we have here is was running at $13.80. So this was a completely nationwide campaign. And then the $22 campaign is one in which we were targeting a smaller geographic area, typically around 15 to 20 states. And then here's another campaign here that was running at $20 a day. And what I want to show you on that particular campaign is the fact that leads, the great thing about this is that leads come in every single day. If you see here, these are the dates. So you can see here the 26th, 25th, 24, 23. Now, if I go ahead and we look at the lead flow, you can see here that pretty much you got leads coming in each and every single day coming in. And again, some days you may not have one, but that's okay. But overall, if you don't have leads in your real estate business, you don't have a business. And so this particular strategy is great because it gets you warm incoming leads, even while you're not in the business. So this is really important for you. If you are, want to make sure that you understand this, if you are working a full-time job, okay, if you are full-time working, or, whatever, you don't have that much time, so you're limited in your time, then this strategy is great because you don't have to slave away on the phone trying to generate leads. This whole system is running in the background while you're doing something else. Now, when the customer comes in, when the client sees the ad, they're going to go ahead and click on and advertise a link in the ad, and they're going to see something that looks like this. And what we do is we ask a bunch of different questions. So the great thing about this whole thing is that you're also not only getting warm leads, but you're also getting leads in which you have a lot of information about them already. And keep in mind is that if they're answering all of these questions, it means that they are interested in selling their property. They wouldn't go through the trouble of answering all these questions if they were not genuinely interested. Now, once they do fill out that form, you bring those into a simple CRM. A CRM is just kind of a system for you to manage your leads. And you can see here, this is it's blurred because these are actual leads. And so the great thing is that this is a very simple system to operate. You could actually get trained on using this system in less than 1 hour. And then now, again, as the leads come in, and as this machine is producing all these opportunities of property owners that are looking to sell their property at a discount, they're coming into this system here. And now it's easy for you to manage. All you're going to do is review the information about the property, do an analysis of the property, and then you'll go ahead and give them a call. And, this is an example of the type of lead that you'll receive when you do this sort of advertisement. Here's an example of a deal that we just did here. This is in 2419 Memorial Drive, Bryan, Texas. Now, this is a particular property came in, and this is how the house looked like here. And Bryan, Texas is not a major metro like Houston or Dallas, but still, nevertheless, it is still a great market. And when we looked at this particular market on Zillow, we noticed that there was a ton of activity in this particular market. It was quite robust. And that's what we want to see. We want to see, an area where, like, for example, sometimes you might get a lead. Sometimes you might do this and might end up getting a lead that is in the middle of nowhere. So we look at this map here. Maybe you might get a lead here, right there, and another lead right there. Well, it's okay. You're not paying that much for those leads. And then at the end, those may not be viable leads. Not every single lead that comes in the pipe is a viable lead. And so then now we have this property here with lots of activity, and we have a simple plug and play profit calculator. We just input the stuff that's in the yellow here, and then we're able to determine exactly what we can offer on a particular property. And on this property here, you can see here that we actually put this property under contract for $61,000 $756,000. That was what we put this property in the contract. Now, one thing to note on this particular property is that the value of this property, according to Zillow, all right, was $176,300. So again, this particular property, we were able to put this property under contract for $61,000. It was a estimated on Zillow to be worth $176. So there's obviously a great spread on there. And then we were able to successfully assign that deal, and we assigned that deal for $87,000. $87,000, and that's what we sold it for. And in the end, the wire that we got, because this was a partner deal. If you're interested, we can set this up for you, or if you really want hand-to-hand mentoring, then you can reach out to us. What we do is we actually will sell these deals for you. We'll set up everything. We'll help you run it. We will coach you. We'll help you analyze the deals, and we would even help you sell these deals. And this ended up netting us personally $12,672. Now, this was one half of the deal. And the reason for that is that we have a partner program, which if you're interested, go ahead and click the link in the description, in which we go ahead and set all this stuff up. We set up everything. We help you run it. We will also analyze your deals, and then we will also help sell your deals for you. So now you are learning the business by the doing of the business, and you're learning while you're earning. And this was our cut of the deal here. So again, a very simple model here that you can operate using simply your cell phone and a laptop. And again, when we're talking about creating the ultimate real estate lifestyle business, we want as few moving pieces as possible. So what we have here is we have ads that are running in the background while we're doing something else, people that are filling in a form and submitting their information, asking to receive a cash offer on their property, to which we now we receive those properties through email and into our CRM. And then we do a quick analysis. We give them a call. And the great thing and the thing to note about this is that because we're generating so many leads at such affordable prices, that then we are now in the sifting and sorting game, not in the convincing game. Because again, if you have leads coming in each and every single day, and so you don't have to do a deal with everybody that reaches out to you. You're looking for the best opportunities. So that relieves the pressure of us having to deal with everybody. And then in the end, it creates the ultimate business. And, the whole thing here is predicated on, and this might be something that might be, you might be resistant to, but I don't believe that you should be, is being able to run these yourself. Now, some people out there will tell you, hey, it's too difficult to learn how to run ads yourself. You're not an expert. You should stay at, closing deals. But once you have these set up, then managing them is only going to take about an hour a week of your time, versus you having to spend, $1,000 to $1,500 per month to have these managed for you if you hire an agency. So at the end of the day, I believe that this is the best model to operate right now in the real estate wholesaling space. It's a model that gives you warm incoming leads. It's a model that gives you leverage. Also from the standpoint that this is the model that you can not only start with, but that you can scale, meaning that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, 6 months down the line when you've exhausted your efforts with another strategy. This is a strategy that you can take from zero to $10,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 a month to people doing $150,000, $200,000 a month or more. It just depends on how far you want to take it. Maybe you just want a simple lifestyle business. If that's the case, this is perfect. If you want to scale to the moon, you can also do that as well. If you're interested in learning more about how these ads run, there's a video or two that will show up here. Take a look at that video. If you are interested in us helping you, click the link in the description. I'll see you in the next video.